Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I've been taking some much needed time off for the summer, and this weekend we had something planned. We were going to shoot plenty of video and get some cool stuff, and that was Woodward Dream Cruise. Actually, I planned on leaving late tonight, real early in the morning, getting there and having a good time for a couple days, but plans changed. And Becky?
Yes?
What changed?
I wrecked the Bronco today.
So I don't want anything to do with this because I wasn't driving. It wasn't me that wrecked it. It was her. So I am going to turn the camera around and Becky's going to explain what happened.
So here's the story. I wrecked it, but it really technically wasn't my fault. Just for the record, Haley and I, our oldest daughter, we were driving.
It wasn't your fault at all.
It wasn't my fault at all. It was an accident is what it was. But we were on our way to an appointment this morning. The weather was horrible. And there was a lot of traffic, and someone decided to take an exit ramp onto the interstate a little too fast and lost control of their car. Did a lot of fancy spins and, circles on the road, and I tried to stop to avoid it, but unfortunately they ended up right in our lane in front of us. Thank goodness I didn't hit the Jersey wall or anything next to me or anyone else other than the car in front of me, but we did end up T-boning it. I was a bit nervous when this happened, obviously, because all I could think about was, oh my gosh, my Bronco. I'm never going to get parts to fix this, and how bad is it? But after the initial shock wore off, well, I'm still in shock, but anyways, after the shock wore off and we got out and looked at the damage, I hate to say this, but pleasantly surprised as to how little damage there was. I was excited, and I had to call Dwayne and explain what had happened. Oh, but it's okay. The Bronco looks good for T-boning a Nissan Versa.
Now, that car
was totaled, and he couldn't open his door.
But not in here.
No airbags went off here.
We
were so lucky.
The damage before we run out of light.
Okay,
Sorry to
so
rush you.
yeah, the biggest damage is to the bumper right here. The plastic piece did come off. It did damage the sensor. The sensors are not working properly at this time. The camera, thank you Lord, is still great. Excuse me. It buckled right here. You can see from the impact. The bumper is all scraped up. The headlight is busted.
Paint chip
here.
Paint
chips.
Paint chip here. This is pushed back into the fender.
And you can kind of see
and then this is back.
Yeah, after further examination that it looks like it might have shuffled things a little bit towards the driver's door. And under the hood, Dwayne did notice a few things that had shifted around.
Right here, crack here.
Yeah, I mean, all this is just trash.
Now, one thing I did notice, I think the bash plate has got
the bash plate was bashed. So while I would like to say, man, I goofed up my Bronco, I bashed it up doing some really cool off-roading thing, unfortunately it was just a traffic issue.
What's your message to all the engineers at Ford with the durability of this vehicle?
Well, it's totally durable, and I would like to say thank you for building something, thinking ahead to the durability and the strength that it has, because I feel like if it were any other car, that it wouldn't have held up like it did. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and the big advantage here, it's technically a truck because you have a frame, you have a full frame,
right?
T6 platform, which is durable.
Right.
The capable
it's
bumper,
very capable. That's always been my joke.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but it's always been my joke. Like, oh, I have a very capable bumper, but it was very capable at withstanding a collision. And that was a pretty good one. We'll have to share some of the pictures later.
Yeah. So legal advice would say don't share pictures of the other vehicle or go into any great detail. It's just at this point it was an accident.
It was
bad weather.
It was an unfortunate weather related.
And the good news is you're okay.
Yeah, surprisingly, even the other car, everyone walked away.
They had the side curtains, airbags went off, the front, the rear, all the airbags went off, and I saw a picture of the car, the front fender, the front wheel, the door, it's all caved in, and it's actually the entire driver's side.
It was very scary. I have to say it was a very scary experience.
And when you hit like that, it's always nerve-wracking. Now, Real quick, let's talk about some of the tech. Did the crash detection go off?
I did not hear that go off. Now, could it have gone off and I didn't realize it because I was in panic mode?
Right.
Possibly, and didn't notice. But I don't recall any, well, I wasn't using cruise control, so adaptive cruise control wasn't an issue, but I don't recall hearing any sensors go off.
And it's pretty annoying, you know.
Or
you
lane keep assistance, none of that.
So as far as you were on the brake, you saw this happening, you couldn't, I mean, there was no time.
I had nowhere to go.
But the good news for you and the other driver is that you were on the brake and were able to slow down dramatically.
Yes, I slowed down.
Yeah.
And so, of course, that softened the blow, but it was still a really hard blow.
Well, I am happy that you're okay. You and Haley, my oldest daughter Haley was with her, so
we were scared.
Yeah, and that's most important, right? That my lovely wife and daughter, they're safe and okay, and the other driver.
Seems to be fine.
That's the kind of stuff that really matters. Now, here's what matters, and you're going to see. This is why you have an attorney, $500 on retainer. Sorry. This is why you have somebody working on your behalf. There's something called diminished value in a vehicle. After the vehicle's repaired, what is its current value after repair? And sometimes more, and generally all the time, you lose quite a bit.
Well, and then
20%, some people guesstimate it, but I think it has to do with the market you're in and the vehicle you have, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing, too, is when people pull up a Carfax,
right, and they
when you
see
go to sell it, they become alarmed, even though it was repaired.
And there's a few buyers that just will not, they just won't buy it.
Exactly.
Because it's been damaged. And so, look, I'm glad that you're safe. I mean, that's most important. And Haley as well.
But I mean, as far as safety goes,
the Bronco's built like a tank.
Highly recommend it.
Now, here's the thing too. This wasn't that bad. I mean, you're looking at it going, "This is no big deal." If you saw the picture of the other car, if I could show it to you, but we can't right now, you would think that this Bronco and that car were not in the same accident.
Yeah. Well, even the police that had showed up, they were like,
"Yeah,
what?
Where's the other car?"
Yeah, this hit that. There's visually no damage.
Right.
Well, and the funny thing is, the first officer kept calling it a Jeep, and I'm like, no, it's not a Jeep. It's a Bronco.
Don't cuss. A Jeep would have been in pieces. No, seriously, folks. Ford engineers, everyone from the Bronco Underground that brought this Bronco to be, everyone in the engineering that designed it, and of course the men and women that built it at Michigan Assembly Plant.
Great job.
Great job. I wish I was there with you this weekend. If you're watching this later, what's this weekend? Well, we're filming this the weekend of a Woodward Dream Cruise. Today's Thursday. And I was supposed to be heading into Detroit tonight late. Well, guess what?
Change of plans.
Change of plans. I need to be here to help Becky get some stuff straight. This is an insurance issue at this point. Thank you for coming home in one piece.
Glad to be here.
All right, everyone. Hey, more videos coming soon. I thought I was going to take a little bit more of a break, but you know what? Maybe this will just be the icebreaker to come back.
Yeah, there you go.
We got to fix a Bronco now.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
All right, everyone. See you. Hey, if you haven't already, like the video. And I know it's kind of weird, like a video where your Bronco gets crashed up. But like the video for us, help the algorithm. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit all notifications where that little bell icon is. And look forward to more reviews and more videos coming out. And our new channel will be debuting that is strictly cars. That's even better. So we can separate a little bit. If you don't like cars on this channel, you won't have to see them. But if you like cars, you'll have another channel to catch what Gavin and I are doing. And occasionally the boss here will show up. All right, everyone. I'm out. See ya.
Bye.